no more. We are nothing. We cannot help you. Then where is the help? Where we should go? Are we totally in hopeless condition? We are in hopeless condition because we are depending upon this arrangement of this world, and we have not tapped into that apartment where it's full for everything for us, and we cannot be disappointed at any moment. Always everything wonderful, everything available at hand. Nothing to ask for, nothing to wait for, it is ready at hand. And that we have to understand it. And that when we leave the physical body, it means we are leaving all this agency which is of suffering. But still there are other bodies, astral bodies, which are also having such a similar kind of sufferings for us. And we have to vacate that house, causal plane, causal body, supercausal body, because all bodies of different kinds have their different kinds of sufferings. And that when we are totally out of every kind of covering, then we are in our own self. Our own self is really like our own self. Wonderful self, you can say, God self, you can say. All what is totally wonderful, nothing else is there. If you go to sun, only you will find light and heat, light and light, light and light. Never you will dream or never you will think of any kind of darkness over there. In the same way, outside it is all darkness, but inside, as your soul, you will be all perfect life, perfect life. And that is the solution of the problem. Now this death is there that we are to learn to die. Forsake the flesh, for the spirit, learn to die so that you may begin to live. This is also the theory of the life of the human being, that we are to learn to die so that we may begin to live. This we have not understood, that what this death is there, what kind of death, which we have to go through first, and then we will find life. That will not be found if you go through the physical death as the people die at the last moment, that we will find life. That death will take us into some kind of other system, very, very more horrible, more horrible. And that is not suitable for us. Because we have not learned to die. That process which is there to die, that we have not found. And this death which is there, that is taken to some another death. We are taken out of one grave and put into another grave. We are taken out of one prison house and put into another prison house. It may be more hard, it may be more horrible. It will not end of this process of suffering. And that this death is, we can say, it is not really our friendly and it is not acceptable. But we have to learn to die so that we may begin to live. And that we may live for eternity over there. That you have to learn over here in this physical body, but that will not take you to the grave. This is already the grave which we have got. We have to learn to come out of this grave. As at the final state, at which is called death, we only come out of the physical body. And our other bodies are their astral body, causal body, other bodies which are under the control of negative power, and we are still going on controlled by negative power. And negative power is only death system. It is a cruel system which is ruling with sufferings. Then which kind of death we are to go through? That only we are not to go through and go out of the physical body. We are also to go out of the astral body, and also we are to neglect or come out of the causal body. And after that, we can little heave a sigh of relief because we are out of the ruling of the evil. We are only sufferings are pushed upon us. But still, there is a approach of negative power, although negative power becomes in minority and God power in majority. But still, if you can say that now I am safe, it is not safe. Because 40% negative power is still there, and that you will have to go on suffering with that. So you have to then come out of all those other coverings in which negative power is there to act in some way, and we have to reach the region where there is total 100% our own self. There is no any kind of other intermingling thing which can disturb us, because only in ourselves we can enjoy ourselves. If there is something little adulteration, that will act in some other way, in some different way. It will not be of our nature. It will not be befitting us. It will be something opposite to us, and we will have to suffer due to that. Little adulteration, may it be 1% even. That 1% will also be cause of problem for us. We are to be totally free of any kind of adulteration. And there is the life, and that can be called life. And that is there we have to learn to live in this world. And when we have gone through this process of finding life, and we have now started living this life, then there is no death for you. Because that process which was to be gone through at the time of this final death, coming out of the physical body, you have gone through already. That at will, you sit down, close your eyes, and you are up. You are not in your physical body. You are out of the causal and supercausal and other bodies also, and you are finding all those celestial musics of the third region, the fourth region, fifth region, and you are finding the moon of the third region, or God, or Master, which are of the highest fifth plane, and you even go up to eighth region, and there you are all pervading and permanent, the pervading over there for eternity. And that is your attainment of the life which you will attain over here while living in this world. And then the problem is solved. In this world, there is no problem for you. Still, there is some responsibility for you. That for your physical body, astral body, causal body, other bodies which are adjusted to you, still you will have to maintain these. You have to take care of those, because these are connected to you, intertwined. It is like intertwined. You are not safe. Sometimes you can withdraw from them, but then they will cry out. As the mother is sleeping, child is sleeping, mother is enjoying, child is enjoying, and sometimes child begins to cry, and mother has to take care of the child. Because there is a responsibility of the mother to the child. It cannot sleep, it cannot take rest independently. But when the child is grown up, can take care of itself, then she can sleep and can enjoy independently. This is the way that when we are living in this physical body, we get a lead of our all these holding agencies. But still our responsibility remains for them, and we cannot neglect them. And therefore this is a problem which we have to go through, and some sufferings are also there that we have to go through. No doubt we are very much in release that if you are 90% in a hair up and 10% you are in the body, then something of the body will go on hurting you. It may be 10%, otherwise it would have been 100%. and really you would have been in trouble, in problems. And now you are connected also 90% to your enjoyable self. And that enjoyment will be available to you. And then this 10% of the difficulty and problem creating agency will not be so much hurting you. Life will become much more easier and more comfortable even outside. Because physical body would have suffered so much, too much. It has also been given some relief from the above. And that what was really unbearable, now it can go on easily. So our life also is much more released, and the physical body life is also much more helped. We are permanent in ourselves, we are perfect in ourselves, but body is not changed. Body is going through the same condition as per connection with the physical world, heat or cold or diseases and problems also, hunger and thirst also. But it will not be so much feeling hard, because when it was alone, no help was there. That was to only suffer according to the situation as it was. No help at all. 100% was in suffering situation to suffer. But when inside some help is available, then it is getting more and more relieved. So this is the great, wonderful result of our spiritual lifestyle, that while living in this world, we will be safe, much more safe, as much safe that never we will feel unbearable pains or sufferings or worries or hopelessness case. We will be going through some kind of bearable, easily bearable, and going on smoothly and comfortably. But what is enjoying, we are enjoying inside, that will not be enjoyable here in this world when we are in the physical body. That will only be enjoyable, we will enjoy when we are in our own self, which are our own self. And that we will still be feeling, no, I cannot accept this world, I cannot accept this body. I have to live that life which is really so much enjoyable. This is no more for me. In this way you will become automatically renunciate from this body and this world, and you will not feel indicted in anything. Nothing is there which you depend upon, which you have to clutch, which you need over here. You know that I can be better safe from this place and neglect everything, leave everything over here. I have over there wonderful and wonderful and wonderful. You will not find attraction to anything of this world. And you will live upon your inner arrangements and will supply body and other bodies connected to your body from your own higher self, which are there, limitless supply centers, and that you will be no more in trouble, no more in scarcity of anything, but you will be able to supply everything, every comfort, every peace to all your lower self and also around you. This life you are to find in this life, in this physical body. And that masters have told that this problem of death you are to solve here. That you are not to see death as stranger or as something which is horrible for you. It is really bringing some horror for you. And that because it is stronger than you, it is created by some kind of negative power, opposite power to you, which is too much strong and too much cruel to you in its own behavior, then it becomes really hardest situation in the life of the man. Death is there like that. And you find like this, anywhere you go where some person is dying, such a sad, such a unbearable atmosphere is there, that it is all death-like. system going on, and we try to dispose of this body and then feel little need of this that atmosphere. But it is not really working like that even. So this is problem and other problems which are of the physical life. We have been sent in this world as human body to solve the problems. Other species of life are not entitled to solve the problems. They are to go through the problems and will go on life after life, life after life after life in the same or sometime more, sometime less. They will remain in that situation. There is no remedy for them. But for the human being, this life has been given very, very great boon that we are to find this way of life and begin to live, start the life from the very beginning, that we may be able to enjoy that life which has been fitted in us from the childhood. God, kingdom of God, and as soul, it's already in ourselves. We are never child, we are never weak, we are never born. It is always the same as we are now here in this world. But body is there, it is child, then it is innocent, then it is growing, it is becoming better, and after 20 years or 25 years, if it is not given proper attention and education, then it will create a problem and problem. And whole of life it will go on suffering. Even if we are educated and we are trained in professions, still there are sufferings. Although we will be able to improve to some extent. But soul is coming always full, complete and perfect. And if the soul of the child is awakened, it will at once begin to enjoy that perfection. When the children are given the sound experience, they find the sound and they enjoy it. It's not that they have to grow up and only then they will be able to find sound. No, it is already there and that they will enjoy it. So this way of life has been given to us and trusted to us from the very beginning so that we may begin to live as soul along with the body. This is the lifestyle of a human being. And that in Indian culture, especially from the olden times, the first 25 years of the child age has only been reserved for this purpose, that the parents should deal with this subject and further they should take the child to the master and initiated into sound and also light when it is better grown up. And this life, along with the physical life, is going along simultaneously. That the main life is not neglected, and this adjunctory life, which just little for some time, for some purpose, has been given to us. It is only taken care of. That is not the way. What is the main subject that we are not to neglect, and what are only helping factors, they are to be taken care, then these things will go wrong. Because we have not cared for our friend. We are not only cared for the dog of the friend. And what profit will be there that you are taking care of the dog of the friend? It is also okay that we have to take care of the dog of the friend also, because he is the dog of your friend. And he is connected to your friend. And your friend will be happy if we are taking care of the dog even. But if you neglect the friend, then it will be everything gone. You may go and serve his any dogs. But if you do not serve him and you are not connected to him, then everything is waste. So this is the thing that we are to take care of ourselves, our own our friendship. We are friendly to our own self. And then we have to take care of this at the top priority as per its value or its importance. And then next importance is there to our physical body, and other importance is also there to our family or some other relatives or friends or neighbors. According to the situation of relation to us and connection to us, we are to go along. But first priority goes to the soul. And this is the main difficulty, that this ourselves as soul has been omitted.